Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's lovely to have you here. If you're either a returning viewer and subscriber, massive thanks if you are. I really, really appreciate that. And if you're new, then it's it's great to have you tuning into my channel. So today's pick a card reading is, what is the message or messages from the person on your mind, the love interest on your mind? What would they love to say to you? So let's get straight to our three groups. Okay guys, so here they are. So pile number one is the beautiful Hermit card, which is card number 9 in the Major Arcana. It's a beautiful depiction of the Hermit card. And the little red stone. And then pile number 2 is an equally lovely depiction of the Star card, or of the Star. Which is card number 17 in the Major Arcana, and the white calcite here. And then pile number 3, which is the lovely Knight of Cups, which is one of the court cards. Knight of Cups and the beautiful blue stone. So those are 3 piles. Go for the one that feels right. That intuitively feels that that is right for you. That's probably got your messages. There might be more than one pile, which is absolutely fine. Feel free to kind of chuck out anything that you don't, or that doesn't resonate with your situation, it doesn't sit right. It might be, for somebody else. And remember that it is timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 1, and welcome back to your reading. So in today's pick a card reading we're doing, aren't we, what is the message or messages from the person on your mind, your love interest. This is a romance reading. What is the message from the person on your mind? Now you chose to come into the reading under the Hermit card. Here we go, there is the Hermit card here. Okay, and the red stone, I'm going to put here. I'm just going to put that there. Let's have a look and see what other oracle cards we have. We have, pain, and mischief. A lot of eyes in that card, isn't there? A lot of looking. Just like in the eyes in the Hermit card as well. And the vulture and asphodel with upheaval. The vulture and asphodel with upheaval. So, I mean, for some of you, this might be a situation that from somebody that you're not with, or that's going for a bit of a tumultuous time at the moment. Or I feel like the main message from this is that this person may be separated from you, or there might be a lot of pain in this. With the Hermit card, I mean, the Hermit card is a kind of card of, like the Hermit, a private card, an inward card, somebody that's on their own. So the message might be, it's also a thinking card, a card of reflection. So the message might be that I am thinking a lot about this situation with you. I am trying to search for truth, I'm trying to search for answers, or I'm trying to look for answers with whatever's going on between you and them. It's causing me discomfort, and the Hermit card can also be a bit of a fed up energy. So they might not be happy if they are in separation from you, and I feel like with some of you they might be. They might be in a lot of pain with the situation. Something might have happened to cause this need for reflection, self-reflection, self-examination, a need for truth, but it might be a painful process. So they might want you to know that they are suffering in some way, that they're not happy. Upheaval, and that makes me feel that they might be going through some kind of internal upheaval that they want you to know about, and that could go with the pain here as well. That they're going through some sort of process, maybe some transformative process that is causing them a lot of turmoil and upheaval, and maybe the situation has gone through some turmoil and upheaval as well, and that is causing them pain. But it's also, what they're saying here is that there's some reflection going on. Maybe there's been something went down that wasn't quite right with the mischief card here. So maybe there's been something sort of wrong in the situation, or maybe this person is somebody where there's some trust issues for you. You might have some trust issues with them. But I feel it comes under the Hermit, so they're trying to reflect possibly on that if they've behaved in a wrong way or a mischievous way that's caused pain maybe. Now with all these eyes, and then I'm also noticing the eyes of the Hermit here, I just felt there might be, if you're in separation, this person might be wanting you to know that they are still looking at you, that they are still focused on you. With all the cats here, I mean, the cats can symbolise lots of things. They can symbolise independence, but they can also symbolise sort of, with the three of them here, I mean, maybe it's been a three-way situation. There might have been something like that going on for some of you. But also, cats, don't die, do they? It's the kind of old, idea of cats having 9 lives. So maybe they're thinking this situation is going to come back into reality. But at the moment, I think they want you to know that they are on their own, that they are alone, that they're suffering, they're in pain, they're not happy. It's a huge turmoil and upheaval for them. They are, that they feel a sense of sadness, but they're doing a huge amount of, maybe they're doing some healing, self-reflection, something like that. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. I'm going to pull one of these cards actually. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing and commenting. It makes a huge difference. Please carry on doing that. It just gives me motivation to carry on doing these readings, which I love doing, and I hope you love too. So let's see what's the message that pile number one's person, the person on pile number one's mind, what is the message from them to pile number one? So these are some new message cards that I've got here. So this one says, be a natural beauty. Okay, so your entire body is precious, so choose personal care. Say no to toxins and yes to healthiest ingredients. There might be something toxic. It might have been with the pain and the upheaval. There might have been something toxic in this situation for some of you. And it's about, maybe with the Hermit card here of self-reflection, of trying to find truth. Maybe they're sort of saying, well, I want to be a bit healthier now. I want to be a bit healthier in myself, but I want to be a bit healthier in this connection, possibly. Well, let's see if we've got another message card. What is the message that pile number one's person wants to say to pile number one right now? I don't react when people mention you. So again, you might be. It might be a painful situation for them. So this, whatever's going on in this situation might be a painful situation for them. I left you before you could leave me. So that is maybe making me think that with all these cards there has been some upheaval, some turmoil, some separation. That you are both now in separation. You are both now hidden maybe from each other. I'm going to have one more. I love you. Wow, pile number one. So that says I love you. So there's still love maybe for this person in this situation for you. But let's see. What other messages? And what message does pile number one's... I might need to bring those down a bit so you can see them. There we go. That's better. A bit better, isn't it? What message does pile number one's person... what do I want to say? What is the most important message or messages that they want to give to pile number one now? I feel like that one wants to come up, which is the Page of Swords. Well, that is, that is very much a message, a card of communication. I feel like this person, and with the Page of Swords, that is, and it goes with the eyes, and what I was saying about the eyes, I feel like this person is still very curious about you, that they are still very focused on you, even if you are in separation from them. And then maybe they want to give some kind of message or communicate with you with the Page of Swords here. We can talk about an honest beginning as well. We have the Three of Cups. What else have we got? Judgment. And then what a message does pile number one's person want to give to pile number one, person on their mind? Queen of Swords. Right. And the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like if there's been some kind of mischief or some sort of issue where somebody maybe has behaved dishonestly, or they've sort of been dishonest in some way, I feel like at the moment their message to you is, look, I want to, and it goes with this card here, I want to sort of, I associate that card with kind of, you know, being natural detoxing in some way, getting rid of negative energy, getting rid of bad energy. You've got the Page of Swords, you've got the Queen of Swords, and that tells me that they want to communicate with you, because Swords is all about communication. It's about having a strategy, having a plan, being clear, being focused, being honest. So I think their message is, look, I want to be clear, focused and honest now. I want to have a clear strategy maybe and a clear plan about, you know, how we can move forward in this situation. The overarching energy is the Page of Pentacles. Now that is a student energy. Some of you might actually be students that are listening to this. But it makes me feel that this person is going on a bit of a journey, and that's why they've got the Hermit. They're going on a bit of a journey where they are, maybe even coming to separation, where they are learning something about themselves. They are maybe educating themselves to be better, or trying to be better in some way. They're trying to learn. They're at the beginning stages of it, because pages are young, youthful energy. But they are curious as well with the Page of Swords. They are curious to know themselves better, because I think they're wanting this. I think what this situation has done is it's urged them, it's triggered them into a huge amount of self-reflection on how they are in themselves and in relationships. So it's been a massive trigger for them. So I think their message is to you, look, this has been a huge learning curve for me. It's a very painful process. I have a lot to learn about myself and maybe about how I am in relationships. But I want to be much better in the future. I want to be clearer. I want to be more honest. I want to be more focused. I want to be more... so maybe if I was a bit silly, a bit mischievous, a bit young, a bit immature, I don't want to be like that now. Now the Three of Cups, and it could be that it was a bit of a three-way situation just for some of you, just in this situation, because we've got the Three Cups and we've got the Three Cats here. So maybe there was a little bit of that going on. But I feel like for Three of Cups, it's also about celebration and joy. And I feel like this person wants to say to you, look, I'm reflecting now and I'm realising that you have given me, or give me, a feeling of celebration and joy, a feeling of happiness. I feel happy when I'm with you. And the Judgment card is about a call to action. I feel like this person might be thinking in their reflective state about a plan of action, a call to action. The Judgment is about basically elevating the situation, elevating the connection, and also elevating themselves. I get a strong sense that this person is on a road of self-discovery, of learning about themselves, of wanting to kind of rise up and be better. That's kind of what I'm sensing. Now, I don't know what's going on in this situation, but the words pain, upheaval would suggest it might be quite difficult. It might have been quite a difficult situation for you, pile number one. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, yeah, I mean, they might want to go on a journey of self-discovery, but what about all the, you know, upset that they have caused me? And you might be perfectly entitled to feel that way. But I'm just saying, from their point of view, the message is that I feel that they want to bring joy back into this situation. They want to bring love back into the situation. They want to rise up. But they might realise as well that they've got, you know, still got a lot of learning left to do, or still got a lot of learning about themselves and about how to conduct themselves in relationships maybe. Now in terms of astrological signs, Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords could be any one of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. The Three of Cups is Cancer energy, and Page of Pentacles could be any of the earth signs of Capricorn, the Taurus and Virgo. But let's see if we've got any other message cards here, as this is a message reading. What is a message from pile number one's person, the person on pile number one's mind? What is their message to them? Transformation. Now, it's interesting about what I was saying here. I feel like they are going through a personal, deep, transformative process. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things, and maybe this relationship is going through a transformative process. Maybe it's had to separate or come into separation, which has caused a lot of pain, in order for it to come back together in a much better state. Let's see what else we've got from pile number one's person to pile number one. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So that's really telling you to listen to your heart, listen to what feels right for you. Don't get caught up in, you know, what you think is right. Do what you feel to be right, what is in here. Okay, so let us see what else we have. So, now let me just see, I'm going to need to push some of these up a little bit, I think. Right there. Right there. Right, okay, and then I'm going to do another. So what is the message? What's the main message? What is the message from pile number one's person, the person on pile number one's mind, to pile number one right now? What is their main message? The Six of Swords. The King of Swords. Oh, there could be some detachment here. Justice coming under judgment. There's a big emphasis on doing the right thing. There's a big emphasis on them wanting to do the right thing in some way. What is the main message to pile number one from their person right now? What is the main message? Page of Swords again. Gosh, I feel like your person and the Four of Pentacles. Oh gosh, okay. So I feel like your person is, I feel like they do want to cut, because in this, it's interesting, because this makes me feel like this particular Six of Swords, normally the Six of Swords is a moving away from a situation, or it can be a moving towards something. Now, normally in the Six of Swords, you don't see it from this angle, but from this angle, we can see clearly there's a little family in that boat. There's, you know, the guy that's doing all the rowing, and then there's obviously the partner and the child. And it makes me feel that somehow this person wants to, maybe they want to protect this connection. It might be that it has to move away from something that, you know, could have been damaging it, or that could have been causing upset or harm. There needs to be sort of a moving away. Maybe there needs to be a moving away from the pain, the upheaval, that kind of thing. But there's a lot of, I mean, you've got the King and the Queen of Swords, so they see you as their sort of divine, they see you as their divine counterpart, I think. But I mean, the King and the Queen of Swords, there's a lot of detachment in that energy. There's a lot of closing off of your heart. So you could be in separation from this person. I almost feel for sure that a lot of you are in separation from this person, and you're both very distant and detached with each other. But this person, I feel like, wants to hold on to the situation, because you've got the Four of Pentacles here, which is a holding on energy. Maybe there's some material or practical things in this situation which they are also considering. You know, that is also part of their, you know, their consideration about keeping and holding on to this situation in some way, because that can be the Four of Pentacles. The Justice card right under the Judgment card. This situation may involve some kind of something legal, or some legal issues here with the Justice card under the Judgment. So maybe there's been some sort of, you might actually be divorced from this person, or you might have had a divorce from this person, or there might be some other legalities that are going on in this situation where you're in separation, you've actually gone through some kind of a divorce, but there's still this huge amount. What they're saying is, Page of Swords and Page of Swords here, is there's still this huge amount of curiosity towards you. There's still this huge amount of interest in you. And I feel like it's almost like this person wants to, because this couple and they've all kind of packed up their stuff, and they're just getting in that boat and they're just going. It's almost like this person is saying, look, you know, I wish we could just start again. You know, just start again, you, me, and whoever. Maybe a child. Maybe that's the three-way thing here. Maybe a child. Maybe that's the energy for some of you. I wish we could just kind of start again. That is what I'm thinking about with the Page of Swords here. That is what I'm dreaming about. That's what I would love to happen. But there's this huge amount of barrier or distance or detachment between the two of you as well, sort of closing off of heart space. And they would love to put that right, you know, they would love to put that right in some way with the Justice card here. They would love to have balance again. They would love to balance it out. But it feels to me like there are some barriers here as well, which they are conscious of. And it could be because there's been a lot of pain in this situation. There was a lot of upheaval in this situation. Somebody did something that wasn't quite right. So this person is saying, look, I'm aware of that. I'm trying to make myself better. I'm trying to heal myself. I'm trying to rise up. But I feel detached from you. I feel distant from you. I don't feel very happy in that state, because the King of Swords doesn't look very happy in that state, but it is a state of detachment. Whereas I feel like they want to just get on this boat with you and move, and sort of move away, somehow move away. There might be some travel, some long distance involved in this situation. Almost like, you know, let's start again. Let's do it all over again. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from scratch. And the Six of Swords is also about moving out of a very difficult situation, a stormy situation, into calmer waters. So I feel like underneath the Page of Swords, they are giving that a lot of thought to try and, you know, move out of difficult waters, difficult times, into maybe clearer times with the King of Swords here, maybe more, so clearer, more focused, you know, honest, maybe a lot more honesty, something like that. Maybe this situation hasn't been, like I said, with the Mischief card, hasn't been very honest. And because you've got the Justice card, I feel like they want to level that out. They want to balance that out. And they want to take action here. They want a new, honest Page of Swords is pages, is about messages. So I feel like they do want to communicate, actually communicate with you. That is one thing that they want to say to you. They want to communicate with you if you haven't got any contact, or if you're in separation. It's also about brand new beginnings that are based on truth and honesty. And this Four of Pentacles is about, I'm going to hold on to what I still think is mine, which I believe is you. I'm going to hold on to what I still think is mine. But anyway, let's see what other message cards we've got for you. What do we have here? The messages from pile one's person. Person on pile number one's mind. 2, pile number 1, please. What is the message? Wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Now, you know, take that as it resonates, but I mean, the Justice card under Judgment does talk about legalities. Now, it could mean divorce, but it could mean weddings as well, because that involves legalities, doesn't it? A girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable and boundaries. Now that might have been something that went on in this situation, and that might be why you got the pain and the mischief card here. So maybe somebody behaved poorly. Maybe it was a marriage. So maybe you're actually talking and thinking about somebody that you were married to or are still married to, but maybe in separation from. Or maybe you're still with them, but it's just very detached and distant. It's you know, it's going through a really rough time. What else have we got from pile number one's person to pile number 1? What messages? All those two seem to want to come out. Let's see what they are. Healthy choices. Now that goes back to here. I feel like this person is trying to make healthy choices for themselves and hoping that that will lead to a healthier space for you and them. There's a sort of a, you know, a kind of journey, I think, that they're going on. Healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. I mean, I think that's why you've got the Hermit card here. This person is trying to do that, I think. The Sword and Rose. Clarity, interestingly, because we've got a lot of swords here, and I was talking about clarity and truth. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honour, protection, power. I feel like they want to bring truth somehow into this situation. I feel like there might not have been some truth here, or there might have been something that wasn't right, and I feel like this might have caused a lot of pain, and that now this person realises that. Maybe it's too late for them where you're concerned, but they realise that now, and they want to bring in truth, have a truthful new beginning with you. But anyway, pile number 1, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. So today's pick a card reading is, what is the message from the person on your mind? What is their main message or messages to you? What do they really want to say? And you chose to come into the reading under this gorgeous depiction of the Star card in the Major Arcana. I mean, that to me is just such a beautiful depiction. I mean, this particular deck that I'm using is kind of all based on I think sort of like the pre-Raphaelite period of painting. There was a certain group of artists in the, I think it was the 19th century, early 19th century. I think we've got Rossetti, William Holman Hunt, oh gosh, a few others as well. I think William Morris was part of that group as well. So they came up with all these kind of paintings in the pre-Raphaelite style, and I think this deck is based on that. And this is the Star card, and it is so beautiful. Yeah, there we go. And also this beautiful calcite. So I'm going to put that there. So we've got some other oracle cards. Let's take a look. Oh, so we've got frustration, and then we have the hare and oak, new opportunities. The hare and oak, new opportunities. And we have, passion. Right, I mean, I think the first thing that they want to say is that they see you. I mean, the Star card can mean lots of things. It can mean hope and healing. So there might be, in this situation, there's some healing required in this situation, but I feel like they've got a lot of hope around you. All these beautiful lights here, right on the crown chakra, like this, all across her crown chakra here. So I feel like they see that you're very connected to spirit. They might think there's a very strong spiritual link between you. They might feel kind of divine pull towards you. You stand out to them. You shine like these lights. You shine. It's almost like a halo, isn't it? It's like it has an angelic feel to it. So I feel like they're seeing you as somebody who is very special, somebody that really stands out to them, somebody that has a lot of healing abilities, somebody who gives them a lot of hope, is their light maybe in some way. There's a huge amount of attraction to you. I think they want to say that they're very attracted to you. There's a lot of passion here, and that you might be representing a new opportunity for them, or they might see that there is a new opportunity with you. But there's some amount of frustration here. There's something maybe that's not working in the connection, or something that's not quite right, or maybe it isn't getting started, or they're feeling a bit frustrated in some way, but they've got all these positive feelings towards you. I think these cards are all positive, apart from this frustration card, but it could be that there's just barriers, obstacles in their way in some way, they believe, to connecting in with you or to being with you in some way. But first of all, let's do one of these cards. I just want to say a big thank you if you have subscribed, hit the notification bell, liked, commented, brilliant. Please carry on doing that. It really makes a big difference, and it gives me lots of motivation to carry on doing readings like this one. So if you like the readings and you haven't subscribed, then please do, or like or comment on something. That'd be brilliant. So let's get straight to it. So what is the message from pile number 2's person, the person on pile number 2's mind? Can we please have one message to start our reading? What is that message? I feel like that one is poking out, so let's see what that one says. So this one says, or maybe that one as well, or 2. Gosh, I didn't get that in first, I'm going to take them. This says, be present. Okay. This says, trust your intuition. So I think with this card here is that you are probably very intuitive by nature, pile number 2. So be present, trust your intuition. And then we've got, that one's just part of the, I'm not going to take that one, that's just part of the, that's just a little message from the artist and the creator. But that might, because I pulled that one, it might just mean that they want to actually message you in some way. They want to send you a message. They want to give you, they want to say something to you actually in written form, maybe in an email or a text or something like that. But anyway, let's get straight to it. Let's have one of these ones. What is, beautiful butterfly on that, isn't it? Actually, there's 2 butterflies here, so maybe something that needs to transform, change and transform somehow in this situation. What is the main message from pile number 2's person? The person on pile number 2's mind, what is their main message to pile number 2 now? I know that I crossed the line with you, so maybe something has happened here even though they see you in this fantastic way. That might be what's causing the frustration. Maybe something's happened. What other message is there for pile number 2 from their person? I hide behind material things. Okay. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So maybe this is something where something's coming to separation. Maybe for some of you, this situation is maybe coming to separation in some way, but there's still all this positivity around you. They still feel this huge attraction to you. They still feel that there's an opportunity here. Maybe there's some healing that has to go on in this situation. That might be why you've got the Star card here. But let's see, what else have we got? So what is the main message? Please can you tell me, what is the main message from pile number 2's person? Person on their mind to pile number 2 right now. What is their main message? Magician. Okay. Ace of Cups. Right. What is the main message? Yeah, for pile number 2, please. 10 of Cups. Oh, gosh. And then we've got the Devil. Right, okay. And then we've got the Hierophant. So I think that might be why we've got frustration. Possibly something came into this situation. There were some obstacles, fears, limiting beliefs, barriers to this situation. But this person definitely, what their message is to you is that I want a new opportunity with you. I want a new beginning with you, because we've got the Ace of Cups here, which is a brand new beginning in love. And to manifest something in love, to manifest something with you again. That is the main message. I want to create and manifest something, a new beginning in love. There might be something around self-love. Maybe one of you or both of you are practicing more self-love in this situation, because that can also be the Ace of Cups, where we're learning to trust ourselves, we're learning to love ourselves, we're learning to be present in the moment, we're learning to be good to ourselves, be kind to ourselves. We're transforming and being nicer and kinder to ourselves. There could be something like that going on in this situation. 10 of Cups, I mean, you bring me emotional happiness. You make me feel very happy. The 10 of Cups is, the ultimate, the excess of emotional fulfillment is probably one of the happiest cards, emotionally one of the happiest cards in the tarot deck. And I believe that this person is saying that, you've jumped from the Ace of Cups to the 10 of Cups. So maybe this is a crush situation for some of you, whereby they want to move it from something that's kind of just the seed, really, of love, which is the Ace of Cups, right into the 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate emotional fulfillment and happiness that you can have with anyone. And it often, shows a family scene here. So maybe what they're saying is, I want to propel this situation forward, make this situation happen. Either, again, if there's been some sort of issue here and brought it into separation, or now, I want to do it now, I want to manifest it. Now, we've got the Devil card here. Now, the Devil card is a card of self-limiting beliefs. So maybe somebody, and with the frustration here, there is some self-limiting beliefs going on, or there might be some addictions, or this person might be obsessing over you. That's the other thing. What they're saying is, I am absolutely obsessed with you. That could be the Devil energy. You are filling up all my thoughts. I am thinking about you all the time, to the point of kind of addiction and obsession. That might be why you have the frustration here, because they've got all this idea, all this passion, all this desire to be with you, but they can't, maybe there's some barrier or something to bringing it forward. Maybe if something's happened, there might be, you might be in separation, but this person is sort of saying, I am thinking about you all the time. But there might have also been some tricky behaviour in the connection before, or there might be some tricky behaviour going on at the moment. But I feel like it comes right next to the Hierophant, which is the sort of like a much more controlled, because Hierophant is the overarching, it's a much more controlled energy. It's a very sort of traditionally spiritual energy as well. So I felt this person is trying to control whatever might have been holding them back, or might be holding them back in the situation, might be limiting them in, whether it's a relationship or the way of thinking, or something that's some sort of barrier. I feel this person is trying to get a handle on it. And this is a card of commitment. And I feel this person wants to move from manifesting into some sort of commitment. But so maybe it's a crush situation or an attraction situation that hasn't happened yet, and they're saying to you, look, I see there's huge potential in this situation for us, and I want it to be a committed situation, and I want to get over whatever barriers or difficulties there might be, whatever limiting beliefs or issues or anything that we might think is an obstacle. We need to be able to move through that, because I see huge potential for commitment in this situation, because you are my sort of star. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Now, in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Ace of Cups could be any of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ten of Cups is Pisces. Devil is Capricorn energy. Hierophant is Taurus energy. What's that there? Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is still very curious, or is very curious about you. Page of Swords is like a little spy. So if this is a crush situation, or if this is a situation where you might not be with this person is really, really curious about you. They might even be watching you a lot. They might even be wanting to actually physically message you. That might be why. Is this person actually holding I don't know if this child is actually holding some sort of quill or something, as if they're going to write something. It feels to me like the action is almost like they're going to write something. And that might be why we had this to begin with. Because I feel like this person wants to write some sort of message to you probably in the form of an email or a text or something like that. I mean, it would be lovely to get a love letter, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be fantastic. I often think love letters are obviously, a thing of the past these days, because we don't really write things down anymore and post them. But I am from an era, when I was a lot younger, where, to get a love letter was the best, really. So wouldn't it be great if you got that, pile number 2 rather. But anyway, let's see, what else have we got? Actually, let's have another message card. Is there any other message cards from pile number 2's person to pile number 2, please? Any other message cards? What do they want to say to pile number 2? Oh, I feel like that one, and that one. So let's see. We've got forgiveness. So maybe there's a need for forgiveness in this. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay, so there's that one. Then there is soulmate. Your soulmate was already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. And then we have look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So there you go. So let's see what else we've got for pile number 2. What message does pile number 2's person want to say to pile number 2 right now? What do they want to say? Well, the message from pile number 2's person, the person on their mind, what does that person want to say? What is their message? I feel like that one. 10 of Swords. Oh, gosh. Okay. Then we've got 9 of Wands. Oh, those two have come out. Then we've got the Page of Swords again. Now, the Page of Swords, funnily enough, and I did say pile number 1 before, came out in pile number 1. I think we had the Page of Swords before, didn't we, underneath this? So if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you might want to listen to pile number 1. Plus, the King of Swords came out as well. Okay, so it makes me feel that this person, or the overarching energy, is the world. They want a new cycle. The world is the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. What is underneath that? The Four of Cups. I feel like this person, you might be in separation from this person. But there's still a lot of curiosity about you. Now, you might have come into separation because there was some poor behaviour somewhere with the Devil card here and the frustration. There may have been somewhere they couldn't, or you or probably them, couldn't actually control their behaviour. They weren't in control or command of themselves, and that reminds me of the frustration when when somebody's getting stressed and they're not in control of themselves in some way. That makes me think of this the energy of this frustration card. When you're trying to do something and this cube is obviously not going to fit into this circle, but you're still sort of doing it kind of almost on autopilot and getting more and more frustrated. So I feel like with the Devil card here, maybe something like that was going on, where this person was behaving in a way that was clearly sort of not, you know, they weren't on the right track. They weren't, they were in a repeating pattern of doing the same thing that just wasn't working, and it was, you know, it was detrimental. So there could have been something like that going on in this situation. But I feel they're just in despair, really. I mean, the message to you is, I'm in despair, I'm suffering, because this Ten of Swords is, I mean, the Ten of Swords, you know, does normally have like a little glimmer or ray of hope. I feel like this one is not like that. And it just feels, I mean, this whole skeleton is hunched right over all these 10 swords in their back. So I feel like this person is saying, look, I am in despair about this situation. You know, maybe they're kind of like saying, I'm at my wit's end here. I feel like, you know, your guard is up, maybe with me, your guard is up. There's a huge defense. I can't get through. I want to begin this new beginning with you. I want to have this new love with you, but there's a massive amount of defensiveness. Now, you might be, you know, you might have every reason to be defensive with this person if that is what's going on for you, pile number 2. But I think the message to them is, look, you know, I am trying to get through. I'm trying to get back, but I can't, because I'm feeling very sort of, yeah, I'm feeling very pushed out. I'm feeling very closed off, but I'm so curious about you still. I still want to know everything about you. I still want to create this kind of happy situation with you. But I know that I need to be, I know that I need to be clearer. I need to be more honest. I need to be more truthful. Maybe I need to be more measured. Not because the King of Swords is somebody who has complete control of their emotions, whereas the Devil has absolutely zero control. It's all about immediate gratification. So maybe they're saying, look, I'm trying to get a handle on whatever it was, whatever limiting belief, behaviour, addiction, whatever it was that meant that I behaved in a way that was just so selfish. I'm now trying to gain clarity and self-control. Now, obviously, that's up to you about whether you want to, you know, deal with that or not. And I want a new cycle, but, you know, maybe they're thinking with the Four of Cups here that you wouldn't be interested, that you're not interested, you can't see it. So maybe you've cut yourself off from this situation, and that is frustrating them. They are feeling frustrated, maybe, about that. So something like that going on for them. But they've definitely got a curiosity about you still. I feel they in their mind, there's still love in this situation, or there is love in this situation. Or it could be that if it's a crush situation, there are just a lot of barriers. There's a huge amount of barriers to them being able to come forward, to them being able to show you how they feel. And so it has to be done as a little spy energy, which is the Page of Swords. It's this sort of curiosity, you know, spying on you, looking at you from afar, trying to find information about you, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Maybe trying to be a bit more, have a bit more of a strategy, a bit more of a plan. But I think their belief is that you maybe aren't really interested, that you're just not really interested anymore, that you've kind of like, yeah, that you have maybe flown the nest or something like that. But anyway, so I feel like for them, their message is that they want to create something with you. They want to create something with you again, or they want to build something with you. But there's a lot of, they're feeling, I think the frustration comes because they're feeling pushed out, or from their point of view, there's a lot of mountains to climb to either get to you or to be with you. And it's really hard. They're finding it really hard. And so, you know, they have to kind of look at you and try and glean, get a little bit of information about you here and there. So maybe you've kind of cut yourself off from them. And it could be that, like I say, that you had very good reason to, if it's this Devil card here. But let's see what else we get. Now, in terms of astrological signs, the Ten of Swords is Gemini. Nine of Wands is Sagittarius. Page of Swords could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. King of Swords is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Four of Cups is Capricorn energy. Let's see what other messages we might have here for pile number 2 from their person. Any messages from pile number 2 and their person, please? The person on their mind. What messages are there here? I mean, maybe you had a really good situation with them. Maybe it was really loving. Maybe it was really caring. And then they just behaved in a way, or somebody behaved in a way that was just so selfish and just wanted, you know, what they wanted and didn't really value it. And now there's a huge amount of regret about that. And, you know, not being able to be let back in, because this person is guarding the home, so maybe they're not being allowed back in some way, and they feel frustrated about that. Ascending, interesting. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So I feel that does go with the whole thing about them wanting to get over the obstacles, about what I was saying, but maybe they're just thinking it's quite tough. But they do want to ascend, they do want to transcend, definitely. Heartbroken, and that goes with this Ten of Swords here, 100%. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So somebody's heartbroken, you both might be heartbroken in this situation. Any other messages for pile number 2's person to pile number 2, please? I'm going to take those. Oh, that's quite a lot, actually. I'm just going to take that one, I think. And also that one seems to be poking out, so let's do that. What else have we got here? Addiction. Now that's interesting because it comes up with the Devil card here, which is all about addictions, or can be about addictions. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Well, I mean, I said before that they may be a bit obsessed with you, or there may have been some addictions in this. I mean, with the frustration, it does make me feel like this person might have a little bit of hopefully not, but maybe a little bit of an anger issue or a temper issue in some way, just for some of you. Now, if that's the case, then obviously you don't need to go back to that situation, because nobody should be, you know, behaving in that way with anyone. You know, that I just want to make that clear. I'm not in any way suggesting. I just feel this person wants to try to ascend and overcome the obstacles. But if the obstacles are still these kinds of obstacles, then pile number 2, you need to look after yourself, definitely. And this one says the Phoenix, again, that is about rising up. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. I feel like this person wants to, I mean, with the Devil and the King of Swords underneath it, the King of Swords is the master of self-control. So I feel like this person is saying to you that I'm trying to get a handle on whatever problems or issues I might have had. And maybe it was linked to addictions and poor behaviour. But obviously, if you know, if they, you know, you need to be sure and feel sure that they're going to behave in that self-controlled manner, and that the ascension of the situation is a positive one. But anyway, part number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I will see you in your reading, in the next reading, rather. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. This pick a card reading, which is, you know, what is the message, or what are the messages from the person on your mind? What do they really want to say to you? What do they want to tell you? What is their main message? So you chose to come in under this beautiful card, which is the Knight of Cups. And I was saying in pile 2, you know, this particular deck is based around, I love this deck actually, it's based around all the, or a lot of the pre-Raphaelite painters of the, I think it's the early 19th century. Now you might have heard of Rossetti and William Holman Hunt and a few others. I think William Morris as well was part of that kind of group. And they did all these beautiful paintings. But this is the Knight of Cups. I can't remember the name of the painting that it's from. And the beautiful blue stone here. So we've also got some oracle cards here. So let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got movement. That reminds me of the 8 of Wands. Movement. So something's happening with the Knight of Cups, because Knights is about action. I think they want to say something's happening now. Strength, the Elk and Ash. Strength. And then we've got protection, and that goes very much with this card, protection, because there's a little bit of a protect. I feel like this is a, you know, because knights, I mean, this is a knight, you know, and it's supposed to depict a knight in medieval times, you know, that whole kind of thing about chivalry and protection, and, you know, having, you know, I think they used to joust, didn't they, with the handkerchief of the lady that they were jousting for, that kind of stuff. So it just makes me feel this person might be quite protective of you. They obviously, with the Knight of Cups here, find you very attractive and I mean, the Knight of Cups is the romance, one of the main romance cards of the deck. I mean, this image is just so romantic, isn't it? I mean, it's just so. I mean, these people, this couple are just, you know, leaning in for a kiss adoringly, aren't they? So I feel like this person wants to take action towards you, because you've got movement right next to it, which is also about action. Move towards you in a romantic way. I don't know where you're at in this situation, whether it's a crush, whether you're with this person, whether you're in separation, whether there's no contact, whatever, but there's definitely feelings of romance here, and a movement, a desire to take action, but also a desire to protect and strength in the situation, or maybe they feel a sense of strength from you, or from knowing you, or being around you, or the connection feels strong to them in some way. But anyway, let's see, then that's what they want to say to you. But let's first of all just pick up one of these message cards, and I just want to say a big thank you if you have subscribed, hit the notification bell. Fantastic, really important. Thank you so much for doing that. You never miss an upload when you do that. And also for liking and subscribing and commenting, because all of that just makes me feel so motivated to carry on doing this. And, you know, if you like these readings, then please do continue. But anyway, let's get to it. So what is the message? What is the message from pile number 3's person, the person on pile number 3's mind? What is their main message, please? What do they want to say to pile number 3? What is their message? 1 and 2. Let's see what these say. This is, gossip dims your glow. Okay, so that might mean something to some of you. Maybe there's been some gossip in this situation or something like that. Or there's, or believe. Beautiful unicorn card. So maybe there's something to believe, or you need to have greater belief or faith in this situation. And maybe there's a need to just vibrate high in the situation rather than vibrate low. Because I think this says, speaking poorly about others tarnishes your energy and your reputation. So avoid bonding over complaints and feeling superior. Raise your vibration by engaging in positive communications. And there might be something about them wanting to say, let's raise the vibration of our situation, let's rise above whatever there might be going on around us, let's believe in our connection, let's believe that we've got something precious, something good here. Maybe something like that. Or maybe the situation means that, there might be some fears around, maybe it would create some kind of gossip or something, I don't know. But anyway, let's see what we've got here. Bring those up a bit. So let's see, actually I'm going to move those over, sorry, I'm fiddling about with these cards. Anyway, so let's see, what is the main message from pile number 3's person, the person on pile number 3's mind? What is their main message? I think that one wants to come out, I don't think that one wants to come out. To pile number 3, please, what is their main message? To pile number 3, that one. Oh, they all want to come out, they can't all come out, but I'm going to take that one. And that one. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So we have got, the 4 of Wands. Lovely 4 of Wands. Actually, this isn't, okay, 4 of Wands there. Knight of Wands. Right, okay. 2 Knights. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands. There's a lot of attraction in this. This person is saying, I really fancy you. I think that's what they're saying. I think that's their main message. I really fancy you. I'm very attracted to you. I mean, the Knight of Cups is a very romantic card, as I said, but the Knight of Wands, I mean, the Knight of Wands can be a little bit of a player energy, but because you've got the Knight of Cups as your main card, it makes me feel it's balanced out, really. So this is about passion. This is about attraction. This is about drive, moving forwards in a very, and that's why you've got the movement, because you've got 2 Knights here. Knights are all about action. This person is saying, I'm coming for you. Pile number 3, I want you. I want you big time. 4 of Wands is a card of celebration. Look at these 2 people really delighting in each other's company, dancing. It can sometimes signify 1111, twin mate, soulmate, twin flame soulmate energy, and a marriage. It can signify a marriage situation here. So it makes me feel this person just sees you in a really, really, really positive way. It's very attracted to you. You know, you fill up their cup big time. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment in the excess. Somebody who just makes you feel so happy, or you feel so happy just generally in your life. And I think this is what this person is feeling about this connection. But the Three of Wands is there might be a little bit of a stagnation in this situation, or there has been some stagnation, and that might be why you've got the movement, because this person is saying, and that might be why you've got the emphasis on action and movement, actually, because this person is saying, look, I'm fed up of waiting, or there being barriers, or I'm not, not being able to get into this situation, because I'm going to take action now. I'm going to be assertive, I'm going to be decisive, and I'm going to do it. Now, this person is, it makes me feel as well, because this Three of Wands, this person is standing what looks like on top of a mountain with these three wands, like they've achieved something major. And I just feel this person is saying, look, I am going to scale that mountain. If that mountain is you, in terms of a barrier or whatever, to get in towards you, I'm going to scale that mountain and I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to get what I want. And that is very much the energy of the Knight of Wands. I'm going to get what I want, and what I want now is you. But we have the overarching energy being the Queen of Swords, which is an energy of coolness. It's an energy of detachment. It's an energy of a lot of thinking and planning. So this person is sitting and writing at a desk. So this person might be thinking up a plan, might be coming up with an idea about how they're going to do that. But I just feel all the other cards are very much about action. So it could be that there's a little bit of distance in this situation. That might be why he's standing as well on top of this mountain, looking out into the distance, because you might be in the distance. This might be a long distance connection, or you might not be present emotionally at the moment, or present in their life in the 3D world. You might not be available in some way, and that might be why you've got the belief, because there needs to be a lot of belief that you can come together. I always feel like this person is up in the clouds, aren't they? And there's an angel above them. So believe in the impossible, believe in your dreams, believe in in what seems to be in the impossible can be made possible. And I feel like this person is all about that. I'm going to bring this, I'm going to manifest this situation. I'm going to overcome, if there's coolness or distance or detachment or barriers, I'm going to overcome that. I'm going to think of ways to do that. And I'm going to take action. I'm going to take action. That is what I want. Right, okay, so in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Four of Wands, that is Aries, which again is a very strong sign of, action, of me, just going for it. It's the starting sign of the zodiac, isn't it? Knight of Wands, that could be, again, any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. Three of Wands, again, Aries. This person has got a lot of power within them. They feel very fired up, I think, this person, and they're not going to be waiting around much longer. And Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Now let's have some message cards here. Got any message cards for pile number 3 from their person, please? What message cards have we got? For pile number 3, the person on their mind, what is their message for them? Oh my goodness, I love you. I love you. There you go, pile number 3, right there. Probably finish this reading right on that one, couldn't we? That is the message, I love you. What else have we got? I know I was a distraction from your pain. Okay, it might mean something to some of you. And one more or two more here. I know that I crossed the line with you, so maybe there was some red flags or some boundary issues or something. I hide behind material things. I think all of these, I love you, I know that I crossed the line with you. And this one, I think these came out in pile number 1. So if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you might want to take a look at that. And I might put that one right there, actually. Okay, so we've got them along there, right. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. I'm going to put my swords there so we can still see her. Okay, so let's see, what else have we got? What's their message from pile number 3's person? The person on their mind, what is their message to pile number 3, please? This one is Temperance, right under the Four of Wands, beautiful. The Fool. Ten of Cups, oh my God, pile number 3. You've got the Ten of Cups under the Ten of Cups. This person is in love with you big time. What's just, oh, that's their message, and it's why you got the I love you, because you've got the Ten of Cups twice. Right, what's this pile number 3's person? Person on their mind, what do they want to say to pile number 3? What is their message, please? What is their message? Oh, the Tower. It might have been some, so maybe, and the Empress, it might be that they're willing to do something really major, really unexpected, a bit of a shock, that might mean stability and security is going to come crashing down. That might be why there's all this action. You know, I'm willing to take risks. I'm willing to uproot my world, cause my world to become into disarray, upheaval, you know, create gossip maybe, that kind of thing for you. That might be the message for some of you. You know, I'm willing to disrupt the equilibrium of my life for you because you are worth it, because you mean so much to me. That, because the Tower can be an unexpected, something really unexpected. It might be such a shock for you. It might be such a shock for you that they are willing to do that. Or somehow this situation did come into disarray, that something unexpected happened, which caused it to go into a period of stagnation, of waiting, of yearning and longing, because this person is quite a romantic figure here, isn't it, on top of the cliff, looking out into the clouds. I feel like this person is yearning, longing, wanting, desiring. You might be a long-held wish for this person. But it may have been that it came in separation because something happened that was unexpected, something major, some shocking event, some stability, some security. Maybe you're in a relationship with them and it came apart, it fell apart, and now they're saying, look, I can't be without you any longer. I want to be with you, because all of these cards are positive in every respect apart from that Tower. So it makes me feel this is a shock. It could be a shock that they're coming towards you, that you are not expecting, something out of the blue in some way. You know, that you're in separation from them, or you are, you know, it's a crushed situation, or you know, you never in a million years would think that they would come and approach you, and they do, and that is the shock of it. Because you've got Temperance, which is, you know, they see you as balance, as, you know, under this beautiful happy card of, you know, possibly twin flame, soulmate energy. You know, you bring them balance, you bring them healing, you bring them, yeah, you just make them feel so good. I think that's the thing, you make them still feel so good. And it may be that there's some differences between the two of you, but that's okay. They're saying that's okay, we can work that out. We can balance it out. It does, you know, we're not going to worry about that. Knight of Wands, taking action, you know, in a passionate way towards you because they want a new beginning. And then the Fool is about a new beginning with a bit of a risk attached to it. You know, it's like, I'm just going to take that leap of faith. I'm just going to jump off that cliff. I don't know what it's going to lead to, but I'm just going to do it, really. And that could be why you've got the Tower here, because it's like, I'm just going to take that risk. I'm going to bring things tumbling down, everything that I thought was secure, because pile number 3 is worth it. It's worth taking the risk for, because you've got the Ten of Cups under the Ten of Cups with I love you on it. And that is what that is. That is clearly saying, I love you. I want to be with you. You emotionally, you fill my cup. You make me feel so happy. You might, you know, they might want a family with you. They might want children with you. You might already be married to them. Maybe you had a separation. You know, you might actually be, this might be, you know, where you were actually with someone. But they feel, this what they're saying to you is, you are the bee's knees. I think you're fantastic. You know, pile number 3. Now, the overarching energy is the Empress. So I feel like, you know, if things are a bit cool, what they want is they want them to be the opposite. As the Empress is the opposite of the Queen of Swords, which is what you had as the overarching energy for the top row, which can sometimes signify a little bit of detachment, a little bit of coolness. They're now saying, look, I want to create something with you. You are an abundant, beautiful, attractive, sexy, person, and I want to be with you. I want you to be the mother of my children. I want you to, I want to be with you. You've got the Empress and the Ten of Cups twice. I can't believe that. So this person and the Four of Wands. I think that would say to me they want commitment with you, 100%. They want a committed situation. It's not just a Knight of Wands, which would just be, a bit of fun and then maybe a quick fling and, getting what they want. You've got the Knight of Cups, you've got the Four of Wands, you've got the Ten of Cups twice, you've got the Empress. This person wants to and sees you as serious commitment potential, and they want to create that with you. And that might be such a huge shock to you, or it might be that they are willing to do something shocking or something major in order to get that. So in terms of astrological signs, Temperance, that is Sagittarius. Ten of Cups, again, that is Pisces. The Empress is Taurian energy. Let's see if we've got any other message cards. What have we got from pile number 3's person to pile number 3, please? Any other messages for them? Lightning, that goes with the lightning on here. You've got lightning on the Tower. Sudden change, shocking news. What did I just say? Surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Now that definitely goes with the Tower card, which is what I was just saying. I feel like they're about to take action. They're about to move towards you, and it could be something really unexpected and create some sort of shocking, something shocking that you're just not expecting. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So maybe there was some separation in this, maybe there was some heartbreak in this before, something where it was brought into stagnation, where there was a lot of unnecessary waiting or yearning, longing. I feel like that goes with that card there. Any other messages for pile number 3's person towards pile number 3? Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So maybe some of you might have been working on yourselves. And I wouldn't really call that self-indulgence. I'd just say that that's just self-care, isn't it? That's really important for all of us to do. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I feel this person does want to transcend the connection. Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance and flexibility. So I feel like they want to create a stable, secure, loving connection with you. They are ready for that. They're ready to take the plunge. They're ready to take the risk. They're ready to come forwards with strength and boldness and with romance and love, pile number 3, because they see you as the Empress. You are their kind of goddess, really. But anyway, pile number 3, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.